Hello, my name is Fred Ostovar with Nova Legal Marketing, and I am here today to talk to you about modern legal marketing. In this brief video, we're going to cover two topics: online marketing and advertising. You can learn more about these methods in detail by downloading our Modern Legal Marketing Guide. But before we get started, I want to ask you a very important question. Why did you become a lawyer? In this guide, I outline several marketing methods that rely on new technologies like search engines, social networks, and digital video. But this is not the primary reason for calling it the modern marketing guide. What is modern is a method of operating your practice that is very new to most of the folks out there. It's a frame of mind more than the marketing tools themselves. This philosophy is one that I've only recently come to embrace, and its central theme is that you have to start living your life the way you desire to live it right now. The fact that you're running your own solo legal practice or working as a partner or associate in a firm gets you halfway there. Now, let's take some steps to achieving your desired lifestyle, protecting your investment of time and money, and securing a strong financial future that relies on the success of your practice. Whether you've been in practice for several years or you just opened up your practice, there are a lot of challenges coming up. The way you deal with these challenges will determine the role that your practice plays in your life in the short term and in the long term. The goal of this brief guide is to outline some of the major business and ethical factors that go into maintaining a financially rewarding legal practice through marketing techniques that work towards achieving your revenue goals. This is not a guide that will tell you how much to spend on magazine advertising and direct mail. Rather, this guide will explain the varied activities that are available to today's lawyers, allowing you to develop a customized marketing plan for the very specific and unique needs of your practice and adhere to ethical regulations set forth by the state you practice in. The reason for an emphasis on digital marketing is that we want to reach prospective clients wherever they might be looking to find you. And in this day and age, a large percentage of legal help is sought online. We must make sure that this is done ethically. Since 1983, when the ABA propagated the Model Rules of Professional Conduct, also known as the Model Rules, lawyers in most jurisdictions have been bound by state variants on the Model Rules, including rules on lawyer advertising and solicitation. Virginia adopted the ABA Model Rules on January 25, 1999. Until the early part of the 21st century, these rules specifically addressed communications through TV, radio, and print media. With widespread use of internet in the 90s, the ABA has acknowledged the need to update these rules to address these advances. This led to the formation of the Ethics 2000 Commission, which recommended certain tweaks to the rules to include references to digital communications. The Commission's resolutions and supporting reports discuss how technology has dramatically changed and continues to alter the practice of law in fundamental ways. Legal work and business development can be done with new tools and new processes facilitate legal work and communication with clients. Lawyers must understand these new technologies in order to provide clients with the competent service that they expect and deserve. The revolution of social media in the past decade has also greatly changed the way we communicate in personal and professional relationships, and it has added new means of ethical considerations for attorneys in the spheres of marketing and solicitation of new clients. The ABA has acknowledged the need for changes to the ethical rules to address these challenges. In 2009, then-President Carolyn Lamb created the Ethics 2020 Commission to evaluate and recommend potential rule changes in this new digital world. This guide focuses on modern legal marketing strategies and ethical rules as amended and explores various areas of concern. Keep in mind that much of the legal ethics are state-specific, so always be sure to read your state's rules and opinions. You have to comply with the ethics laws of any state where your law firm has an office, and you may have to comply with the laws of any state where you actively solicit clients, as they can vary greatly. The goal of web strategy is to qualify the importance of anything you do online as an essential component of your business's success. A decade ago, most law firms didn't even have a website. The ones that did have a website weren't relying on getting clients through the internet. Today, we can tell that the internet is much more important to businesses than before, and it will continue to increase in importance in the future. Now that consumers are more likely to visit Google when they're looking for services and products, we are beginning to understand the importance of being there when these potential clients are searching for the services that you offer. The search engine positioning involves two components: search engine marketing and online advertising, which we will return to in a bit. Being there for your future clients when they are looking for you is what effective marketing is all about. You have to realize that your prospective clients don't know they're looking for you specifically. They're looking for a lawyer that is compassionate, wise, and credible. Being there when it matters is why we turn our attention to establishing and engaging an effective online social networking profiles on Facebook, Google Places, Yelp, among other related sites. This introduces another component of web strategy: social media. The most important component of your web strategy, though, is not the clever technologies or cool social networking websites that you use. Rather, it's the formal evaluation of the ability of your web presence to help your practice achieve its business goals. That means we must correlate online business to offline business, which is where most business actually is based. You must have a formal plan for marketing your services online. It is critical that you set quantitative goals and hold your marketing activities accountable for helping you reach those goals. A website is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Just like it's always been necessary to have a telephone line, people want to work with a lawyer they can trust. And although we all have different psychological criteria for what is trustworthy, there are a few standard denominators. One important factor is a successful track record. Success in providing clients compassion and devotion, as well as success in business. When you walk into a law office, it's clean and neat. Decorations are welcoming, the front desk assistant is cordial, and you meet on the scheduled appointment time with no delay. Similarly, we expect the image of success to be conveyed online, on its firm's website. The website's design is modern and inviting. Users are offered descriptions of the types of clients and practice areas that the firm specializes in, and contact information is easy to find. These are few factors alone that are enough to convince future clients that they've found the right attorney for their immediate needs. Your office staff will also notice a reduction in time spent informing and educating clients, because sought after information is now online and available to them. A firm's website must make it super simple for clients to get in touch and request consultation. We can accomplish this by placing phone numbers in high visibility areas, including an interactive map that makes it easy to get directions to your office, and a contact form that allows clients to ask questions or request an appointment. By sheer fact of providing the public with a way to reach you, you're improving your odds of getting new cases without spending any resources to market to them. Virtually everyone is a potential client. If a lawyer isn't careful, someone may inadvertently become an actual client, often with grave consequences. In other words, if a person asks a legal question and a lawyer answers or says he or she will look into it, a lawyer-client relationship may result. There is no need to sign an agreement, shake hands, discuss rates, or send an engagement letter. One way to protect the attorney-client privilege is to add attorney-client privileged label on all communications we think are privileged. If you really want to protect an email, don't rely on the automatic legend. Label the message itself. Then a judge will know you actually thought about it. The website is your opportunity to impress your future clients. When they can meet you and your staff online by viewing their photographs and watching videos, you can start to expect phone calls that begin with pleasantries. Business is important, but a phone call that begins with pleasantries is bound to produce a successful relationship. Your first impression is your last impression. Whether you're the only attorney or there are others at your firm, short bio blurbs that talk about the lawyer's education, experience, specialties, hobbies, and family are always construed positively. This is the difference between lawyers that are providers and attorneys that are community leaders. With real lives of their own, they have children and pets, they play golf, they're avid photographers, they're real people. In this hyper-digital age, we can be certain that every law firm can be found on Google. Type in your own name and you'll see results from review sites whose goal is to provide the public with a trustworthy review system. The most popular sites in this category include Yelp, Avvo, Lawyers.com, and Google Places. Each of these websites make money through advertising. They get paid from ad space throughout their website as well as promoted profiles. We all know that there is minimal trust and credibility to these review websites. Anyone can post a review whether or not they're actual clients. And the worst thing about this is that you can't get the review removed. The bottom line is that you need to minimize online negative reviews because they will affect your first impression. This is yet another reason for having a strong and informative website to control what people read about you online. I've seen great lawyers with fantastic offline reputations that have several terrible reviews online. These can be managed by getting clients to visit those websites to submit their positive reviews. Don't ever attempt to fix this problem by paying someone to write recommendations or posting fake reviews. These review systems have ways to figure out when people are gaming the system, and more importantly, it's unethical. If your clients are truly satisfied when they leave your office, they are the best source of reputation control. You might say, my clients don't use the web. Firstly, that's just a blanket statement that carries little weight. Secondly, it doesn't matter. Hand out a card that provides links to your various online review platforms so they can do it on their own time when they leave your office. Your bad reviews will be dropped to the bottom of the list in no time. Not all states allow client endorsements, but thankfully Virginia is not one of them. When a potential client goes into Google and types in your legal specialty, you must be at the top of the list. Thus, we optimize the firm's website in order to get to the top of the search engines. This is the difference between receiving a call at your practice and your competitor receiving the call. To understand search engine optimization, or SEO, we simplify the various factors into two main categories. One, on-page optimization, and two, off-page optimization. You can learn more about these tactics and how they affect your online exposure in our Modern Legal Marketing Guide. If a picture can tell 1,000 words, a video can tell millions. Don't be intimidated by the process and cost of creating videos for your practice. A professional videographer will take great care of you and will assist you with writing an effective script and proper lighting, sound, and visuals. A professionally produced video will enhance that first impression and convey a level of professionalism that helps you to stand out from the crowd of competing practices and bigger law firms. Nevertheless, there are many benefits of any video, whether or not it's been professionally produced. A video provides you with the opportunity to introduce yourself to prospective clients. After watching the video, these prospective clients will have already met you and become convinced that you will take great care of them. It's easy to hear social media and think, my practice already has a Facebook account. I've done enough already. However, there's much more to social media than trendy buzzwords we hear every day. Social media is today's word of mouth, and it's the prime source of new client registration because legal representation is one of the few services where quality and service plays a big role in overall value of the price itself. In this day and age, more and more families and friends share their experiences and recommendations on social networks like Facebook and Google+. For example, on Facebook, people can leave you recommendations posted about the practice by happy clients. Each of these recommendations are posted directly to the client's Facebook wall, where they publicly stated how happy they were with the firm's services, essentially recommending the practice to their own network of Facebook friends, which could be a lot of people. Social media management is simple to implement when planned effectively. For private practices and small firms, all you have to do is get started. Don't put it off. Open up a Facebook page. Start writing a few posts a day so that the page seems active. Invite your clients to add you on Facebook. And don't be too shy to ask them to write you a recommendation on Facebook. If they aren't comfortable with Facebook, ask them to write your firm a review on Google+ or Yelp or other platforms. Every little bit of social media interaction will help you to build community goodwill and a broadened reach for your practice. As your social network grows and more local residents are following you on sites like Facebook, you will be able to use these platforms as free, high-impact advertising channels in the future. Just as we see products and services being advertised to us in the offline world by passing a billboard, flipping on the radio, or receiving junk mail at home, the internet has become quite an active marketplace. You see ads everywhere you go online these days, whether you're checking your email, searching for stuff, or visiting your favorite website. You will find that ads are being displayed all over the web. Just like in the real world, these are paid advertisements. But in many ways, they can be much more effective than traditional online advertisements. Online advertising gives your firm one more location for exposure. However, it's not for every practice. In fact, most practices can't benefit enough from online advertising to merit spending money on these campaigns. For example, when you buy the ads that display at the very top and to the right of Google, you are paying every time somebody clicks on your ad. And the cost for this type of click is typically between $4 to $15, depending on your specialty. As you can see, the cost can become hefty fairly quick. The great thing about these online marketing campaigns is that you can run a trial and measure how good it performed for you. You can track how many folks clicked on your ads and how many of those clickers actually called your practice and paid for your services. You may find that the return on investment isn't just good enough for you. But if done effectively, these online advertising campaigns can be a great source of lead generation, especially for short-term marketing campaigns. Please refer to the Modern Legal Marketing Guide to get detailed information and tips on how to run an effective online advertising campaign. There are several online legal directories such as lawyers.com, ABA, and FindLaw. These directories offer consumers a portal from where they can find attorneys within their respective locations. They can also read and write reviews on those lawyers. These directories often make money through advertising and promoted listings. A promoted listing can be as simple as displaying a feature label on the lawyer's listing, or more advanced to include a space for additional images of your firm and the ability to directly reach you using a contact form. For example, Demand Force empowers clients to make appointments right from the website. ABA.com offers free basic listings to lawyers, and for a fee will upgrade your listing to offer on-site advertising to enhance your prominence and visibility. Effective July 1, 2013, the Supreme Court of Virginia has approved amendments to Rules 7.1 to 7.5 of the Rules of Professional Conduct. The amendments move specific examples of lawyer advertising statements or claims from the body of rules to the comment sections. They also remove unnecessary and redundant language. Visit the link at the bottom of your screen to see how the approved amendments change the current rules. The world is changing into an online world, with people migrating more and more to the web to get their information. You need to keep this modern reality in mind when it comes to investing in marketing for your practice. However, don't discount print advertising altogether. Local publication advertising can still be a very effective marketing channel, especially when attempting to reach specific audiences and ethnicities. Here are a few considerations when advertising in publications. Don't purchase advertising in a publication without first understanding what type of people you will be reaching, what kind of content is within the publication, and who the other advertisers are, and where the magazine or newspaper will be delivered. You might consider ordering back issues of the publication to help you in your research. A lot of lawyers I've talked to over the years don't track the response they are getting from their advertisements. They have no clue which ad or magazine is pulling in the best response. This isn't any way to make a wise marketing investment. Consider establishing a formal process for yourself or your assistant to follow when receiving new phone calls or emails from new clients. You must include an important, simple question in that process. How did you hear about us? Clients will gladly tell you how they found your practice. Keep a spreadsheet on your front desk. Use your practice management software's referral source function, or simply jot down the information down in a notebook that you keep and update. At the end of each advertising cycle, you'll be able to know for sure how much business each publication has brought to your practice. What can help you make better decisions than these customized statistics? Not much. The caveat here is that you may find that you're getting many calls but not closing enough clients. This can highlight issues in your client qualification process or operational inefficiencies that you can work on. I hope that you were able to take away a few pointers from this video, and please don't forget to download the complimentary Modern Legal Marketing Guide with detailed information and advice to assist you with your future marketing and advertising efforts.